Hi, in this video I'll be showing you how to do a find and replace in Vim. Let's first take a look at how to search for words. So to search for a word, we simply need to press the / and whatever word you want to search for. So let's say I want to search for public. I click enter and we see that we have 4 instances of public over here. That's a basic search. If let's say you want to find a more specific word, for example, if I have the word ring over here and I want to only search for this word ring without getting the string. So basically what we want to search for is something like this, ring. So this will search for exactly the word ring. But because the angle brackets are considered special characters, then we will need to add in the / command before any of these angle brackets. So I'll type a / followed by a / to escape the angle brackets. So angle bracket followed by ring, and then before I put in the closing bracket, I'll put another / here and close it. So if I search for this, I should only get the word ring. If I were to do the simple /ring, I might get other instances of ring like string, since ring is just a substring of string. If you would like to search for the current word where you're at, for example string, then I will do asterisk, so shift 8 to search for all the string instances and cycle through them. To go backwards, you will do shift 3 or hex to go backwards. So that's a basic search. By default, Vim's search is case sensitive. So whatever search you do, you need to be careful of the case. If you would like to ignore the case, then what you can do is you can do :set ignore case. And now whatever search you do is going to ignore any of the uppercase or lowercase. And you can even set this as a permanent setting in your .vimrc file. So now if I do /string, I should still be able to find the word string. But now let's say instead of simply searching for words, you also want to replace words. Then the commands get slightly more complex. The basic structure is to do :s followed by the word you want to search for, followed by the word you want to replace. So just as a simple example, if I do :s /public, so I want to search for the word public and replace it with a capitalized version, so public. And if I hit enter, what's going to happen is that I replace the first instance of public on this current line. So if I were to do the same command, so if I were to do : and you can cycle through the previous commands by pressing the up, down arrow keys. If I do up, I can use the previous command. If I do this again, you see that we won't find any pattern because we are only searching at the current line. So let's say you want to change all instances of public in this file, then you can do : and add the % symbol to say I want to search the whole file and replace all the publics with capital public. And if I hit enter, you notice that the other instances of public on line 2 and line 10, they change as well. But what we missed out in this case this time is the second public over here. So this is not valid Java code, but it's just to demonstrate this idea where if you want to search for all instances in every line, then what you need to do is, besides adding the % symbol, so %s public and change it to capital public, we need to say I want to search globally, so /g. And this will change all instances of public in all lines in the file. The last example that you might want to use is, let's say you want to only change the words on specific lines. So let's say on line 2 and line 6, I want to change these methods to private. So one way you might do this is, of course, to jump to the line and change the inner word to whatever you want, and then go to the next line, :6, and change this word to whatever you want. But if you were to use the find and replace function of Vim, then you would do : the number lines that you want to replace the words at. So let's say lines 2 and 6, so 2,6, and I want to substitute the word public, and this time let's say I want to replace it with the word private, and I want to do this globally. So I should change these 3 publics into privates. So if I hit enter, that's exactly what happens. One last variant that you might want to use is to add the C after the G. So the extra C here just stands for consult, which means that Vim is going to consult you on every change that it's going to make. So just to show an example, if I do :s, so throughout the entire file I want to replace all the publics with private and do this globally and please consult me. Then if I hit enter, you notice that at the bottom it says replace with private YNAQL, Ctrl-E and Ctrl-Y. So the Y and N is quite straightforward, it just means yes or no. So let's say the first instance where it's highlighted, Vim is just asking us, do you want to change this to private? So if I say Y, it's going to change. If I say no, it's going to skip over. And if I want to say, let me just change all of this, then I'll say A. And now we're back in normal mode. So if I undo the changes and show you the other options, I'll do : and up to jump to the previous command and try again. This time, let's say I don't actually want to make any changes. I'm going to say Q and straight away you're back in normal mode. Or alternatively, if let's say you say yes, yes, and you realize that you're done, this is the last instance that you're going to change the public to private, then if I press L, it will change that instance to private, and now we're back in normal mode. The last two options that you have, Ctrl E and Ctrl Y, they basically let you scroll through the file. So let's say I can scroll down or I can scroll up with Ctrl E and Y. Alright, so those were just a few simple examples of how to use the search and replace function in Vim. I decided to make this a separate video because I think there are quite a few variations with finding and replacing in Vim, so hopefully it's easier to follow. If you like the video, do like and share it, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.